Vanakkam, Namaste, and blessings to everyone. This is the Sky Priestess. Well, the Capricorn full moon is almost upon us. I've been sharing articles and tips and reflections on what this moon has meant to me and to so many other people over the past few days, but it's literally at our doorstep now. So, I don't really want to intellectualize this moon. I don't want to talk about what this aspect is doing, what that aspect is doing, etc., etc., etc. I'll write an article about it and you can look at it there if you would like to. But what I want to talk about is really the essence of Capricorn and what it challenges us to learn and to master. Now, Capricorn is, of course, associated with the 10th house in astrology, the midheaven, and it is ruled by the planet Saturn in traditional astrology. Now, Capricorn at the physical level rules over the skeletal structure, the spine, the bones, the joints, the knee, including the knees, skin, hair, nails, all of that stuff. It is the energy that tells us, that shows us, that helps us manifest what structure we have in this world. So, if we think about the three earth signs, Taurus, that nurturing, soft, yielding quality of the earth. Virgo, the quality of the earth that cultivates, the seeds that we sowed in Taurus. It becomes a beautiful bounty and harvest that is apportioned who needs what, when, and how. And Capricorn, the maturation of this harvest, where it becomes a treasure not just for the individual but for the collective, or some kind of a gift that keeps giving, that becomes a legacy that you can build on and support an entire community with. If you look at the three stages of the earth signs, they are linked to one another in this process of manifestation and maturation. So when we have a full moon as powerful as this, with Pluto, of course, conjunct the moon, what we are really asked to do is to consider two things. One, what is our legacy? I've spoken about this before. What is it that we have really come to do and to leave behind? And two, considering Pluto's role in all of this, how do we do it? How do we acquire the power we need, the resources we need, the integrity we need to manifest whatever legacy it is we desire? Whether it's a business, whether it is continuing a generational line, whether it is making your mark in the world in a particular field, whether it is rising to the top of the social ladder or the political ladder. It doesn't matter what your definition of achievement is. For one person, Capricorn's energy is going to want to make them into a captain of industry. And for another person, Capricorn's energy would want to make them into a mother who created a home that was nurturing, not just for her children, but for the descendants that came after them. There are many different ways you can define your legacy. But when we come to the question of power, that's where things become a little muddlier. Now, Capricorn is, of course, associated with government, with institutions and individuals we associate with having power, legitimacy, and authority in the world. And what tends to get these individuals and institutions over time is the fact that they've come to leave something behind and then to move on and to do other things in their life. Capricorn's pitfall is that it likes to hold on to the authority, to the perks and the bonuses that it gets by being in power, forgetting its duty of service, forgetting that ultimately it is a custodian not just of its own resources, but how the resources that it owns affects the community around itself and the planet as a whole. And when Capricorn forgets its mission, that's when we get into trouble. So what we will be seeing is a lot of soul searching, as each one of us looks at the Capricornian energies within ourselves and how we have chosen to manifest them. Are we pursuing our legacies in ways that are integrous? Are we doing so in ways that take shortcuts? Are we trying to merge our energies with others because we feel inadequate? Are we doing so in ways that actually happen with the permission of the other person? These are key questions that we are all asking ourselves. Pluto deals with matters of business and finance and, of course, intimate partnerships and sexuality, magic, the quote-unquote occult, shadow dynamics, personality, or rather delving deep into the hidden sides of the personality and all of that fun kind of stuff. So when Pluto and Capricorn's energy get ignited together, what you basically get are the seeds for total transformation. A powerful alchemy and synergy of will, of intent, and of the ability to hold this energy deep in your cellular structure. As I said before, Capricorn is linked to the root chakra. If you are feeling ungrounded at this time, visualize your energetic field around you. Visualize a pure white light, if you prefer violet or gold, that's up to you, surrounding you. And remember to pull back your energy inwards so that it aligns with your central axis of the spine. What a lot of you will be feeling, especially those who have very public roles in the world or those who invest their energy almost exclusively into other people, is that your center of power is likely to be pushed outwards at this time. And if this is the case, remember to pull it back in. Purify your aura, purify your space. Remember to bring your energy back home into yourself. Because no matter what you're doing, how big it is, how noble it is, it doesn't matter. You need to be able to sustain yourself. Otherwise, you get patterns of vulnerability that become patterns of dependency, that become places where denial and ego can masquerade as other things, and then you get all of the stuff that make up the feet of clay that Capricornian energy sometimes has to face in its journey towards maturation. So all of this stuff's going to be coming up for people in different ways. And I would say, let it. Let yourself experience the doubts, the fears, the anxieties that come up now, and remember to feel yourself. Right down below. If you want to call it the gut or the base chakra, the spine, whatever metaphor you want to use. Remember to anchor yourself in the energy that is you, the energy that is connected to the source of you and to the source of this planet, which ultimately is also the source of the sky. Three-dimensional forms, directions, these are holographic metaphors for human experience. But however you connect with whatever it is you connect to, remember to anchor yourself and to observe what comes up. As you give yourself permission to be what it is you actually are, your answers tend to fall in place. So that's my message to you this Capricorn full moon. Take care. God is blessed. Bye-bye.